many people were inspired and wanted to know the story of how I reverted and what inspired me to start reading about the Quran and Islam. So here's the story of how that all happened. Hi, I'm Lily and I recently reverted to Islam. I was an atheist for my entire life for 19 years long.
Saudari wanita ini hilang keyakinannya untuk percaya kepada Tuhan. Dia menjadi ateis ketika dewasa. Dia mengatakan bahwa sebenarnya sejak kecil dia lebih dekat kepada agama Kristen. Dia bersekolah di sekolah Kristen. Namun semakin belajar tentang kekristenan, semakin dia banyak menemukan kontradiksi yang membuatnya ragu tentang Kristen. Seiring waktu, dia memiliki penilaian sendiri untuk tidak lagi percaya kepada Tuhan. Namun peristiwa di pom bensin itu mengubah pandangannya terhadap agama.
But I'm not gonna lie, I always had internal judgment and I never saw myself believing in a God. But then one time when I was a young teenager, we went on a trip with school. We were all on this big bus heading to another country, and in the middle of the night we took a break at a gas station. It was raining, the weather was so cold, and there was this one big truck. The man who drove the truck was a Muslim man. I saw him take out this little prayer mat, put it on the wet ground, and started praying in the rain, in the middle of the night. That was the first real interaction I had with Islam, and that sparked something in me. I was like, wow, that you can start praying in the middle of the night, in the middle of the rain, on a wet ground. That was something very beautiful to me.
Peristiwa di pom bensin itu membuat hatinya tertarik untuk mengetahui lebih banyak tentang Islam. Namun dia tidak bisa menemukan orang yang tepat untuk belajar. Dan subhanallah, Allah mempertemukannya dengan seorang pria muslim yang justru saat itu sedang jauh dari Allah. Namun siapa sangka, saudari inilah yang mengilhami dan mendorongnya untuk kembali kepada Allah.
So then about 2 years ago, I met my boyfriend who is a Muslim, but at the time he took some distance from his religion because he struggled a bit. And I was an atheist at that point. I had been an atheist my entire life. But I started asking him a lot of questions about Islam, and I clearly wanted to learn more about it, which also inspired him to come back to his religion more. Eventually, I started reading the Quran and he became a lot closer to his religion again. But he never pushed me. I made that decision all by myself. And before someone is going to judge me and say, haram, haram, you're not supposed to have a relationship, you're supposed to marry, I know.
Alhamdulillah, Lily semakin dekat dengan Islam, dan ketika pertanyaan-pertanyaannya tidak bisa dijawab oleh teman dekatnya itu, dia melakukan penelitiannya sendiri. Dia banyak menonton ceramah-ceramah Islam, mendengar podcast Islam, dan rutin membaca Al-Quran, sampai akhirnya teman prianya bertanya kepadanya, sudah sejauh mana ketertarikannya kepada Islam.
So he asked me, do you believe there's one God? I said yes. Then he asked me, do you believe that God sent all the prophets and the prophets were sent to spread the message? And I said yes. Then he asked me, do you believe that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the last prophet? And I said yes. And he told me, Lily, you're a Muslim. That's what makes you a Muslim. And I finally let my heart open up and realized that I am actually a Muslim. That night I took my Shahada, which was a very emotional moment, and I cannot explain to you what I felt like during that moment. It's something that I've never felt in my entire life. It was like this energy rushing into me and going straight to my heart. I cannot explain to you what this feeling was like. It was so special.